Lineup with Frank Isola and Malik Rose starts now on SiriusXM NBA Radio.
Shelvin back out to Kyle. Now they're going to set it up out there with 1:50 remaining. Hawks down by 2. Now it's down low to Paul Millsap. Paul trying to back in. Now he fakes. He turns. He goes up and good. Count the basket and a foul on the play. It rolled around the rim and in. And the Hawks have tied it at 105.
Considering what the Atlanta Hawks did during the offseason, considering the fact that they lost Al Horford, they've played very well this year. They're 23-21, and it's nice to see someone on the Atlanta Hawks get recognition. And, of course, that's Paul Millsap, one of the 7 reserves named to the Eastern Conference All-Star team. He joins us now. Paul, it's Frank Isola and Malik Rose. How are you this morning?
I'm doing great, man. How about you guys?
Really well. Hey, Paul, first of all, obviously congratulations. So how did you find out about it? Did your coach tell you? Was it the general manager? How did you know, or were you watching on TV? How did you find out that you had made the All-Star team?
Well, I had Coach Bud called me, and I had the great Dominique Wilkins call me, let me know. So it was great, man, to hear from those guys. And a lot of teammates congratulated me, so it was great.
That is tremendous, and it's a great honor for you. And, of course, for people who know Paul Millsap's background, went to Louisiana Tech, a school which, by the way, produced Karl Malone and P.J. Brown, a guy that I know pretty well. He's been in the league now 7 years. This year, averaging 17 points, 17.8 points, 8.2 rebounds. So, Paul, what does it feel like? Do you feel like is it pride because the coaches are recognizing you? Do you think it's like you saying to yourself, hey, listen, it's about time. I'm glad that I'm being recognized for, the work that I've done so far in the league?
A little bit of both. But it shows what kind of respect the coaches have for me, so that makes me feel great, just to know that my hard work's paying off. But, like I've been saying, I couldn't have done it without the teammates, my family. So I owe a lot of credit to them.
Hey, Paul, Malik Rose here. Thanks for joining us, man. Hearing your voice, you probably haven't had your cup of coffee yet, man. So I appreciate you getting up with us. But hey, no, I've being an undersized guy. I've followed you for a while, played against you for a little bit early in your career, and we always had battles with Utah, and I have utmost respect for Coach Sloan. Really interested in what Coach Sloan taught you early in your career that you might have, still used today, and how he helped you become the player you are today.
Well, early in my career, he taught me bring your lunch pail every day. To me, as a young guy, I really didn't understand what that means, but as I got older, I realized, what that means. That means, coming in every day, working hard, busting your butt. And I always had that attitude, so that was the one thing that he taught me and stuck in my head.
We're talking with Paul Millsap of the Atlanta Hawks. He was named to the All-Star team. And, Paul, for you, you're coming out of Louisiana Tech, and like I said, Louisiana Tech, people know about the school because of Karl Malone and because of P.J. Brown. But when you're the 47th pick and you're taken in the second round, everybody goes crazy if you're a lottery pick. Did you feel like you really had to prove that you belong? Or was it a little maybe added motivation that you went that low in the draft and you wanted to show people, listen, I could play in the NBA, I belong in the league?
Well, yeah, definitely some motivation. I was just happy I got drafted at first. First you got to get there. So I was happy I got there. And after that, it was just added motivation throughout the years, just to prove people wrong. And after that, you just started. Well, I started to love getting better. That was the main thing for me. Just love getting better every year, and that's been my goal throughout the years.
Hey, Paul. I played under Coach Budenholzer in San Antonio. I have a great relationship with him, and really happy to see him get his shot here in Atlanta. With the injury to Big Al Horford, how do you think the team as a whole is handling it, and what are some of the things that have stood out as far as Coach Bud is concerned in your eyes?
Well, as a team, at first, everybody was a little shocked. I don't think everybody really understood what was going on. So at first, everybody was still down, feeling sorry for Al. So, but once we got over that, guys came together and started playing well. We knew that he wasn't going to be able to come back anytime soon. So we kind of put it in the back of our minds and just get out there and started playing. And a lot of it's due to Coach Bud and the things that he instilled in our minds.
We're talking with Paul Millsap of the Atlanta Hawks, named to his first All-Star team on Thursday. Right now, he's in Philadelphia where the Atlanta Hawks will play the Philadelphia 76ers tonight. Paul, I hope there comes a moment in the game where you're out there on the court with Carmelo and LeBron James and you wave them off and tell them clear out because here I come. I'm going to the basket. Listen, you got some big names on that team. Like I said, LeBron, Carmelo, Paul George, Dwayne Wade's going to be there, Chris Bosh. Any one player you're excited to play with, because you were a Western Conference guy for your whole career. Now you're in the All-Star game. You're gonna have some pretty big names as teammates. Is there one guy that maybe stands out more than another that you're really looking forward to playing with?
I wouldn't say one guy. I think everybody wants to play with LeBron James. Because he passed the ball so well. He just makes his teammates better. But for me, I'm just excited to get out there with all them guys. Be out there with the top league talent and just get out there and just showcase my skills.
Hey, Paul, really quickly, with the Atlanta Hawks right now, in spite of the injury, fourth in the Eastern Conference, would be hosting a playoff series if the season were to end today. As far as the systems, I know under Coach Jerry Sloan it was very regimented, half-court system, screening, being really, really efficient in your execution. I know the system that you run in Atlanta is pretty much more spread out, up and down. You get a lot of pace and paint and things like that. Which system do you think better fits your game, and what's been kind of like the key to Atlanta's surprise so far this season?
For me, the up and down space the floor works better for me. I try to use my quickness to my advantage, especially at the forward position. So anytime the floor is spaced, I'm able to drive by my man. So this system has been perfect. It's perfect for me. I like it. But as a team, where our team is, we all love it. That's why they got the guys who they got, because everybody can space the floor, set screens for each other, and get guys open.
We're talking with Paul Millsap of the Atlanta Hawks, named to his first All-Star team on Thursday. And Paul, right now you guys are 23 and 21. I think you guys have done a lot better than most people thought you would. Where do you think where do you think you guys could finish, and what's a realistic goal for you guys? You think you can make it to a conference finals if you get a couple of breaks? Where do you think the future, or what does the future hold for the Atlanta Hawks over the last 40-plus games?
Realistically, honestly, I don't know. To be honest with you. Because we're capable of getting out there and really making some noise, with the guys that we have. And, who knows, we may get out back at the end of the season or not, but only time will tell. The only thing we can do is continue to get out there and just try to win games.
Paul, one last thing. The other night your game was postponed because of the weather. What's it been like down there? And obviously it's been a very difficult time for a lot of people. What has that whole experience been like the last couple of days down in Atlanta with the storm and all the people that were stuck on the highway, which obviously forced the cancellation of the game, or the postponement, I should say?
Yeah, coming from Utah, it's a little different with the snow. But, got people out there driving around there like it's nothing. So I was a little shocked to see, the things that happened and occurred, a little scary. Just hope everyone was all right, But I was able to make it home safely after practice. It took me 2-3 hours. But, I made it.
Hey, Paul, we really appreciate it. Congratulations again. And do me a favor. Every time you get the ball, just shoot, okay? You try to win the MVP. You might as well, right?
Yeah, I don't think boys going like that.
Hey, Paul, stay healthy for the rest of the season. Good luck tonight. And enjoy the weekend because you deserve it. And it's great to see you finally get this opportunity, okay?
All right, my man. Thank you.
All right. That, of course, was Paul Millsap